Crusoe's on the way to get his first passport. He doesn't know what's about to happen, but his mum does, and I do, and it's very exciting. Busy morning, my darling.
Big day, my love. Shall I click post my ad?
What are you doing?
We are putting Cotty up for sale.
Oh no, and why are we putting Cotty up for sale?
Because there's a little lad over there who needs a bit more space than Cotty will allow.
Let's go and have a look. Little Crusoe, we're having to sell Cotty because of you. How you doing, little man? Today's a big day for you too. We're going to get your passport, aren't we? Then we can go on some adventures.
We are the newbies. I'm Tara and this is John. And this is our little boy Crusoe, who's joined us for the adventure. We spent most of 2020 on the road, starting the year off by getting married in Antarctica. Then COVID hit and travel got tricky, so we built a van and explored 23 European countries before COVID lockdowns finally caught up with us. With a few months left until our little explorer Crusoe joined us, it seemed like an excellent idea to head off to Zimbabwe, Africa, to walk with rhino and elephants. 2020 was epic, and we expect 2021 to be even more exciting. Our journey is just beginning, so do join us. Hit like, please subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'd love to have you with us.
Well, that's it. Just fixed a few bits and pieces on Cotty, ready for being sold. I am super sad that we have to sell her. But anyway, let's see what the next van's going to look like. I'm pretty excited.
What's happened?
What's happened?
Cotty has a new home.
Oh my goodness. Somebody just buy it.
Somebody just bought Cotty. Come to inspect the work that's been done today. Where are we off to, little man?
Well, we've decided to take Cotty for one last drive. We're not going far, we're not allowed to, still in lockdown of course. But we're just going to go for a little bit of a drive around the countryside here with Crusoe.
Very bittersweet moment for us for sure. This van has been, well, it's where Crusoe grew.
It is.
It's where we had the best adventures ever. So we are really sad that it's time to say goodbye to Cotty.
Well, today is the day. Crusoe and I are just going to go and inspect Cotty one last time before the wonderful van heads off to new owners. This is all stuff that we've got lined up for the new van build. Glass windows are going in, drawer sets that we're going to recycle. It's going to be great fun. Go on then, boy. I've given a nice polish. Doesn't it look snazzy?
It does look snazzy. Thank you, Cotty, for all the adventures and all the fun. We'll miss you.
So, on to new horizons for the van that was the catalyst for everything.
The view's looking a little bit different, my darling. What's going on?
Focus our eyes on the journey, stepping into the unknown, waving goodbye to
Well, we have just collected our new van. It's a Renault Master 2018 long wheelbase, and it feels quite a lot bigger than Cotty.
It does indeed. The view from up here is rather nice. Crusoe fits perfectly in the middle.
He's got his own seatbelt.
He's all strapped in.
He is.
And big adventures await. The coolest thing about this van is it used to be used to transport pigeons.
Pigeons.
And now it transports the newbies. Name of this van is Safari. Our first one was called Cotty, which meant home, and this one is called Safari, which means journey.
Let's have a look.
Sleep like a baby, they say.
So good news is we're going to save these pieces of wood because they've already been cut out around the frame. So we might need that kind of that profile at a later time. So we're going to keep these. I don't know what we'll use them for just yet, but we're not going to throw them away. So that's what we're looking for, that recess. So this is why we were looking at this particular van, because I think we're going to be able to lie down sideways. Where's the tape measure? We are looking at a distance of 195 centimeters. So we're getting an extra 20 centimeters inside the walls of the van. 195 centimeters is 6'5".
Johnny, you won't fit. You're 6'6".
I know. I don't know what to do about that. 6'5" across that distance. That's so cool. That means
excellent, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So this is the long wheelbase, of course. That means we're going to have loads of room down this end of the van for the kitchen and the seating area, and we'll only have to use 140 centimeters out from here for the bed. So the bed, in essence, will stop here. Around about there.
That's so cool.
And that will be hopefully the toilet area.
Yeah.
Then we'll have a nice seating area here.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a kitchen here. You can see how much space we're going to have.
Oh, it's going to be so great, isn't it?
Isn't it good?
Yay! Oh, I'm so excited.
Rock and roll that we got this van.
Yeah.
We had done a lot of research on the vans beforehand, and everybody's going for those Sprinters, the Mercedes Sprinters. But we were looking at it, and really, it's quite difficult to be able to have a bed sideways in it. And lie down comfortably when you're not at a diagonal. But here, we'll be able to build a bed and lie down in it with some paneling on the sides of the van. So
and some insulation.
And some insulation, so it's not just going straight out there. And we'll be able to lie down flat.
Nice work, darling.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Great.
Also, got plenty of height. This van isn't the extra high, it's just a standard height one. There is a box one that kind of cuts off here. Is that you snoring, Crusoe? Crusoe snoring. Very interested in van builds, obviously. That's such a huge space compared to Cotty. So we're going to measure the inside of the van, all of the dimensions that we can possibly get, and then we're going to go home and start designing the insides. Start working out what's going to go where.
Come on then.
Off we go.
It can be a road once traveling light. It can weigh you down. It can be a start, a new beginning. Shine a light, don't shy away. You got more than it takes, you know. You know.
John refuses to buy a pan.
We've come to the hardware store to buy some Kingspan and some wood to start the van build. Crusoe's coming with us, and Tara's not particularly happy with him going on the trolley.
Yeah, we need a different trolley, but we have to go in the carrier.
Man, what do you reckon, Crusoe? I don't think Crusoe cares really.
But that's what his mum is for, is to care about things like that.
Tara won.
Today we are driving our new van, Safari, over to John's dad's place.
We are.
Who thankfully is in our little child support bubble.
He is.
Helping us look after Crusoe. So we are going to build our van on his driveway.
where we live, we don't have a driveway, we just have a street out the front of our house.
Yeah, so parking this beast and building it in the street would probably go not so well down well with the neighbours.
That's true, and I remember building in Bristol, Cotty, and building it sort of on a driveway but backed out onto a street. It was very difficult to get any work done because people would keep stopping and having a chit chat and wanting to know a little bit about the van and what was happening. So
hopefully a bit more peace this time.
Yeah.
But the plan today is to start with the windows, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have a go at the windows. I've never done it before, so it's going to be a pretty interesting project. Where is Crusoe?
Crusoe's over here. Hello, my little man. John's never done this before. It's nothing like cutting holes into a rather expensive vehicle.
I have never done it before. So we're going to have a window in the back door here and in the back door there. And after we've done that, we're going to put a window in the side right here as well. Rather than put the window in the side first.
At least you can replace the back doors easily.
yeah, exactly. So we can replace the back doors pretty easily. So that's what we're gonna start off. We're gonna practice on this back door here. I'm gonna start off with the smallest window, which is the rear left-hand side door. I'm just gonna chop out around the edges here and see what happens. All right, so what we've decided to do, instead of hack through this and then put the rubber bit over the top, we've decided to drill out the rivets and then pop it off. Hopefully that'll make a neater job. It's Dad's idea.
Spot welds they are, John.
Spot welds, Dad says they are. So what's the idea, Dad? Oh, what's the idea then, Dad?
Well, you've got to put a window in it.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So there's some adhesive, metal to a metal adhesive underneath, so we've just pulled it up, and that'll mean that we've got a nice clean straight cut across the bottom there. Well, it's a nerve-wracking bit now. Got to do the sawing.
It's going well.
Thank you, my darling. It's made it all squiggly wiggly now.
The most disturbing thing about this is that John sings that to Crusoe when he changes his nappy.
Left-handed.
We've got to send it back.
Send it back. That's all right, isn't it? So we're not using a primer. Often the primer will come with the kit, the window kit. We're not using that. I talked to the lady in the shop, Van Diemen, and she said you don't necessarily need to use a primer. You just need to make sure that the surface that you're going to put the mastic onto is nice and clean. So using some soap and water. And then we'll dry it off, and then the exciting bit begins. Nice and clean and dry and ready for that mastic. But first we want to stick on a little rubber seal to make the edges nice and tidy.
We have a hole in our van.
We have a hole in our van. Look at that. Really good that Dad was here, because I wouldn't have done it the same way that Dad did for the edging.
He was clever, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's a smart move.
We like Dad's.
We like Dad's. See how much nicer that goes over that edge right there, because we don't have that lump
Right, big moment.
That will go here.
Oh no, it's the wrong size.
Yeah, right. Wow. What I really like about this tube is that they've pre-cut the nozzle so that when you're putting it in around the edges, you're putting the right thickness bead. Dad's on his way to come and have a second pair of eyes, make sure that we're doing it properly. He's got a badger problem. He does.
Here comes Grampy.
Oh dear.
What's that?
What's the problem? Oh, it's a bird thing.
Oh, right.
So what do you reckon, Dad? So we got the rubber on the edges.
That's it.
So I just mastic around all the way around the edge and then put the glass against it.
So next step is the mastic, which is proving tough. It's like squeezing tar through the eye of a needle. I'm trying to work quickly so the window will stick.
Alright, let's get some duct tape on it and just hold it, shall we? Brilliant!
Isn't that good?
Yeah, great! Let's hope it dries and doesn't leak.
Well, that would be a shame. One down, two to go.
What do you think, Dad?
No, not bad. But at least you can see through it.
That's nothing to do with me, though.
No, I think Tara did a very good job there.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great.
Without me, wouldn't have happened. Window number 2.
Window number 2. That's pretty good, isn't it? That last one took, what would you say that took? Less than an hour to put in?
No, I think probably an hour and a half.
3 hours.
Oh, what happened?
Well, when you fit windows in the UK, it always rains. When you cut big holes in the side of vans, it definitely rains. And when you put glue onto panels, it needs to rain.
Oh,
If it didn't rain, you know, it just wouldn't be England. That's it. Rain stopped. Lunch break over. Carry on with the job.
Crusoe and I have just come out to inspect the work. Oh, my boy, sorry, that blanket's not going well. But anyway, check it out. Window number 3 going in, my boy. Look at that.
All in a day's work. my
All
darling.
in a day's work. Right, filming with a baby is tricky, actually.
You know what?
I don't think he's that impressed with your work, actually. No.
He doesn't know what it means just yet.
Oh, little love. It's because your hat's over your eyes. I can't fix it. Hang on a minute.
That's it. All in an afternoon's work. We've got 2 windows in the back and Dad's just tidying up the front window. I'm delighted. That was great. What do you reckon, Dad?
Yeah, it's good. Good job.
Ooh, big moment.
Ta-da!
No way! They're all in.
They're all in, darling.
That's a great day of work, my love. Well done, you.
So I've got a tip.
Tell me,
It's a really good tip.
what's that? Don't get that shit on your hands.
Don't get that shit on your hands. I'm amazed that it's just glue and glass and metal. Nothing else. No screws, no mechanical fixing. That's just...
It's going to be the view from the kitchen. Oh, they are lovely, aren't they?
Hey, rock and roll, eh?
Very rock and roll.
Tara wants me to hold the camera, but there's no chance of that happening.
Not allowed. So, day 1 of van build, done.
Pretty much done, yeah.
3 windows in.
I'm super stoked that it was so easy.
Yeah. I contributed probably very little, but it's a bit difficult with a baby that needs to be fed and looked after.
Absolutely. One thing I will say is you'll have noticed that I didn't wear any protective equipment, no eye masks
Drives
or...
me
Yeah.
nuts.
So, but, you know, for the sake of health and safety, do wear your mask and your eye goggles and all the rest of that jazz, because it's important. There were flecks of metal going in my face and what have you. So
Not cool. I think we need to buy you some, so we will. We will. Well done, love.
Thanks very much for watching this week. It's been a fun one, hasn't it?
That has been fun. Make sure, please, if you've enjoyed it, hit the like button. Remember to subscribe and join us as we get Safari ready to hit the road.
Hit the road. That's the bit I can't wait for.
I know, me too.